infiltrate corporations. It has a whole storyline to it, which I won't get into, but I don't spoil it. It's made by people on the bottom right here. They're a Canadian company, which is good, and I quite enjoy most of their games that are out there. They're known for Don't Starve, and also that Oxygen Not Included game that I've been playing periodically here on this channel. So, that said, let's start a game. I already have one here. This is kind of my personal one that I tried to do a couple of years ago, and I'm just trying to build up to be able to do that again. We're going to start a new game here, and you can either play the tutorial or play the story. I've played the tutorial before, and it's quite easy to pick up, so we can just start with the story. And you have so many different options you can use to play a game. You have like the beginner level, being on their experience. I haven't actually played an experience campaign before. I've just been trying really hard to get the expert. And then you have advanced options that are kind of like the style of games that have waves and you're trying classes when it's up here. I think that's what the endless mode and expert pluses are really, really difficult. More difficult than the expert, which I am definitely not ready for. Endless plus is more difficult. It's basically like the expert, except for it's also endless. And then time attack, I think you try it. Okay, so you have 2 minutes to complete every turn in that version, and then you have like a custom. You can choose many different settings, and I haven't actually gone into this before. I like just doing the standard version, so we're gonna do an experience. Because I think at the beginning you're allowed to retry. And rewinds are definitely very helpful in this concept because you have to make mistakes. Sometimes mistakes end up being 2 turns behind, which is why the expert one's kind of difficult because you only get 1 turn. You gotta make sure you make the right decision all the time. We're gonna start this game.
Get to the main server, collect the data, and get out. No detours.
Copy that, Central.
Proceeding to target. Insertion was clean. Alarm level holding steady. We need to get to the 3rd floor. We can make our way to the server room from there.
Any chatter on the comms?
Negative. It's silent on all frequencies.
They should have detected us by now.
Receiving priority wireless transmission.
They're onto you. Get out. Get out of there!
HQ compromised. We're going to need an extraction. I've got Incognita. Deckard and International are on their way.
Get to the roof. I'll cover you. Go!
Decker, how long till extraction?
30 seconds.
Get us out of here. We've got work to do.
where we get to choose what characters we like. Usually when you start at the game, you only get Decker here at International. International is like a very good powerhouse because she can see things beyond rooms with her wireless emitter capability, which lets her see different electrical devices on the other side, which helps finding cameras. She tends to not be able to see drones, so you still have to be cautious about that. And then Decker also is very good with his cloaking, which comes in handy often. But I find...
Even with the brain damage, Banks is one of the most effective hackers I've ever encountered. With stims and neuro...
Yeah, so you can read this if you want and pause the video. But Banks is very good because she has the crypto computer, and which allows her to unlock locked doors without needing a passcode. And usually you get the passcodes from stealing from guards. And if you have a very low, what's called anarchy, then you can't take stuff from guards without knocking them out or being right next to them, which is very difficult often. So the higher the anarchy, the more you're able to take from guards, and the easier it is to do so. And then she also can neuralize the guards for an extra 3 turns, which at times comes very in handy when you're in a common room and you need those extra 3 turns to get all your agents out. I find that helps. And then usually when you start the game, you start with this power drip. Creates 1 power per turn, and it's passive. And then you break 1 file for 2 power with the lockpick. That's usually the standard ones that you start with. But I like to use fusion because it gives you extra power, although it takes 5 power right there. Yeah, it takes 5 power, and you gain 3 power per turn over 4 turns. So you do gain power overall, but it's not affected by the level changing, because some of them, like this one, doesn't activate until level 2, which by level 2 you should have everything unlocked, and that's not helpful. Where's this one? It doesn't say here, but what ends up happening is after each level, it also increases by 1 power. So if you're, and each turn counts to the level. I think there's 4 or 5 turns per each level. And so after each level, this power goes up and can get very costly. So I like using fusion because that it doesn't happen with that one. And then I also like using the parasite one because it says it here doesn't cost, it costs 0 power, but after you you use it, it costs an extra power each time you use it. So it's nice because, again, it doesn't have anything increasing as you're going on in the level, and plus it breaks one hacking point basically each turn. You'll see as we go along. So we're going to use International and Banks. Also, you can see here Archive, which is an alternate version of the agent. But I like the on-file versions of International and Banks. We're going to begin. You can pause and read this if you want. I'm going to get right into it.
Operator, are you there? Good. I was afraid you didn't make it out. Headquarters is gone. Most of our agents have been captured or killed, and our accounts all frozen. I don't know how the corporations found us, but you can bet they won't give up now that they've had a taste of blood. The Jet's stealth rig should keep us hidden if we keep moving, but Incognita can't survive long on backup power. She's got 72 hours, tops. We need to mount a counterattack before then, or we'll be defenseless against their scans. If that happens, we may as well just crash this thing into the ocean. You've never seen the inside of a corporate deprogramming chamber. I won't see the inside of another. Incognita is scanning for targets of opportunity where we can replenish our supplies. Follow her leads and gather what resources you can. I'll run through our contacts and see what favors I can call in. We're going to need all of the advantages we can find in the coming days.
And then just showing us what we have to load out. And you only start with one mission here at the start. I'm going to save and exit right now. Or no, I can do the options. And I'm just going to change the music volume so that we don't have any copyright issues. There we go. So sorry there's no music. Alright, so here...
Executives are notoriously slack when it comes to network security, and their terminals are full of interesting information. We found a lightly guarded executive complex here. Get in, find the computer, and steal their contact list. Then we'll have our pick of future targets.
So basically exactly what she said. We need to start here first and get the contact list. And this ends up being a very easy facility to start with. Although that doesn't mean that it's not entirely difficult either, because I have lost the game on the first level before. There's lots of levels to this game. It's really interesting. And they say you have 72 hours, but really it's 72 minutes.
Infiltration successful.
You always need to do the first mission first.
Bad news, operator. They caught us completely by surprise, so we have no firepower with us. The guards' weapons are gene-coded to their owner and useless to us. We're going to have to make do with what we can find along the way. We've beamed you through the security grid. You should be somewhere near the target, but you'll need to look for it. Get the list and find a transport pad to escape. But be quick about it. They noticed a disturbance when we ported in, and their alarm level is already rising.
Yes, so there's no alarm level. Okay. And up here in the top right, that's our security level, and that's what I was saying increases. And then on the left, there's the access incognita, and then we get to use those programs I was talking about. So I like to use that fusion right off the bat to get started. I know you can't see where the camera is, I'm sorry, but just have to make do. And then this red door here, that can be unlocked, and that's why I like banks, because you can unlock it without a security code. So, and then doors, which you always should. And then look at, here's a safe right here, and I can use this. There. So right there, that was kind of what it looks like to be incognito, and it just gets rid of the unnecessary items and highlights all of the electrical equipment on the level. And then this map also shows kind of the layout of the room, so you can see where things you can hide behind and where doors are, which is very useful when level's cluttered and you explored every avenue and there's that one door that's kind of obscure, and this helps to be able to see that. But I don't use it that often. There's no guards here. Doesn't mean that there's not going to be, but usually a chance you have to take. And so I'm going to hide behind here, and that's all that Banks is going to do for us. And see here in International is able to see those two cameras, and she's also able to take power from these consoles without actually being next to them, because usually agents have to be next to these consoles. So she can just take it from a certain distance, and there we go. We have more power that we can use. I'm gonna go this way because we're gonna have to wait for these to catch. She's gonna go here, and that's our escape route. So that's how we get out. It's a kind of teleporter. So we gotta keep that in mind at the end of the mission. I'm gonna use up all our movement points, and then we'll end our turn. See what I was talking about? And yeah, and then this is just telling us how the security level increases. And then these guys end up powering other things. So like this laser grid here, it'll trip and either raise the security level or let a guard know. I haven't really remembered correctly what happens when you cross it. That's not good. And you can actually turn this into your favor, although you need like a 3-turn cooldown, unfortunately, but it'll let you know when a guard passes through there. And you see now these cameras, even though that no one's actually been in the room, now you can see what's in the room. So this one room is pretty much useless right now to us. However, it will be useful in the future. Also, you should always close doors behind you because you never know when you need to hide from a guard and accidentally leave something open. Oh, here's a nano fabricator, so it fabricates different items for us. And it's actually a good idea to start early with hacking things, because as the level goes on, the amount of hacking points you need increases, or firewall points increases. So we know where this guard is going. You can observe how guards move by clicking here, and it takes one of your movement points away for that agent that you have selected. But we already know, and we want to make sure that you're able to here is a console that lets you see other things that you may not have seen yet. We're gonna go back here because we don't want guard. Oh, and see, there's a guard right behind there. You have to be careful. Alright, so we're gonna end this door. I'm guessing where we need to go is probably up here, because it's never... Well, I didn't say never. Sometimes they're right beside each other. It's randomly generated, but usually not. And since we didn't hear any guards walking through here, I'm just going to be very confident. And then we can see what's inside here. So we can buy things with credits, and we have 500 right now, so we can't buy some of the stuff. Here's another paralyzer, but again, you have to have anarchy level 2, which currently International doesn't have, and Banks already has one, so we don't need that. EMP pack, this is useful. International can use this. I like that. This is also useful. Yeah, is able to knock out a guard from long range. That comes very in handy at times. And gives 1 armor piercing range to weapons. I'm just gonna get this narrow dart for now. It will help in the future. At the end of the game. So that's all we have. We only have 50 credits, so we can't really buy anything else right now. I'll just use up the last remaining points. No one's gonna see me if I cross here. Do the way the guard walks, and we can enter. I do keep in mind that when he turns around, he could see me. Depending on how he turns around in the game. You gotta be careful. Oh, there's a door there. See? Sometimes it's hard to see things. But that's useful. I might have to go that way later. I'm gonna just check inside this room. Again, because I didn't hear anything. Plus there's a bench right there, so even if I did hear something, the guard's not gonna see me. And what's happening? 1 turn left of our fusion. And now it's a 2 advantage of a guard ever gets alerted and crosses that, we know we're in trouble. You can just blankly run in. It's never advisable.
The executive terminal is the large device with the simplified controls. There.
Now there's a twist when you open up this console. The agents, they change up all the guard patrols, so even though you know where this guard goes now, you won't later. So sometimes I like to leave that until I'm done exploring the area, especially since we haven't reached level 1 in the security yet. And you want to get out by level 6, because level 6 is hard to get out. I've done it once. But it's stressful. I was lucky. I was lucky. Can I move? Yes, I can move there. I'm going to do that. We're going to go behind this wall. There we go. And we're just going to wait here. Actually, we can go behind the console. Yeah, wait, so
Good job. You've got the site list. They noticed you poking about and have changed up their patrols. Be careful on your way out.
might as well take it. So now we have to deal with guard patrols changing. There might be a guard behind that door, so we gotta be careful. Which is why I'm gonna do something like this. Let's start this. And we're just gonna wait and attack if someone decides to get us. Okay. Now we know we need to go back here. But there's other things in the level that we might want to get, like credits, and that helps a lot to buy those other extra items I was talking about earlier. Let me just check the chat real quick. We're good. Awesome.
Warning.
Oh, yeah.
Alarm level 1. Additional cameras activated. Surveillance level increased.
Activated. But the problem with this parasite one is that the camera actually activates. Sorry, when the camera activates, it goes live and then it gets hacked in the progression of the turns. So it'll still alert the guards, even though it'll be hacked next turn. So I gotta stay out of view for now. I'm just gonna hide right here. If you hide next if you hide next to the door, it's not necessarily guaranteed that the guard will not see you. Oftentimes they will see you. So don't hide beside the door. Going that way. Usually you have someone take 6 turns to reboot, but we know a guard is coming this way. So we need to get in. There's the room. Hide for now. Actually, we can hide behind the bookcase now. And sometimes if you leave doors open, guards will go to investigate why the door is open. So it's a good distraction technique. Banks is done for now. Can't really do anything with her. Anything useful, that is. We're gonna take international. He's gonna Hack this con? No. It's not. First, hack the console. Door. Open the door. And we see there he is. Oh, and you have to reload these. So that's more of an end game item. I don't want to use that right now. I'll just close the door back up and get ready to start out. Yeah, he's coming right back here, like I thought. Since she had an extra point. It'll be difficult getting back. And I have to come back this way and then see now I can steal. Steal it. Take stuff from the guard. And then take this camera out. But looks like things are in your favor. I forgot to close the door. Not good. And I'm out of points. Just hidden from the camera for now, so next turn. And then banks. But because we know there was a guard that was possible here, don't see that anymore. Go. We're gonna end this turn. Let's take this camera now. Because we're gonna get into that room at some point.
Huh? Hey, intruder!
Now he's gonna come.
Damn it, they got away.
So that I noticed, no matter what direction he comes, I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna pick around the corner, so I can see what path he's gonna take. Yeah, he's gonna take that path. But if I don't want to knock him out, I can go here. He won't see me when he goes to investigate. There we go. I should have been more careful there. But sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet. Looks like this room is much useless. I'll just take the floor. I don't need it. I pretty much hacked everything on the level. Oops. He's knocked out for 2 turns, so that's still enough time for me to escape. I should have ran because there's no cards here, which adds extra movement points. We're gonna end it.
Alarm level 2. Firewalls increased.
Firewalls increased.
Data security enhanced.
It just adds an extra turn for us. We might use that again. Oh, we can't. Needs 3 more turns.
What was that? Investigating.
But get out in the way in time. Close the door. Just get ready for an attack in case someone does walk by here. She's going to go here and down. Look through the door. Nothing. Now that when this guard wakes up, he's going to go through this door, which is the door's open, so he's going to investigate why the door is open, which is a good thing. And I heard it here. Right there. door and just wait for him to leave.
We're checking things out.
And when they count, they also take a turn to steady themselves or something, so it gives you an extra turn to know that the guard is not going to move still. Even though he's going to wake up next turn, he's still not going to move. He's in patrol. I see. I'm going to knock him out too because I don't need to go this way again. Bangs is gonna have to come out this way, so I'm gonna leave that safe there for out. Oh, there's nothing. There's nothing there, so we're gonna take the safe and head back home. This is my friend Lars. Get back. Great. Let's see. Oh.
Damn it, they got away.
Also, I don't like this. Okay, we're gonna knock him out. We're gonna grab that, and then we're gonna. And this also revives people. And see, here's the security pass card that allows you to open certain doors, which we don't need. Yeah, this is useful. You can sell this too, but we're gonna end up losing one movement speed. That's okay, because we don't really need one movement in this level. Later on in higher levels, being encumbered is not a good idea. Right now, it's okay. We can go over here and take stuff. And you're gonna leave. We are done. And can I? Yes. I'm gonna go this way. Now I'm safe from guards. Now, plus we have a rewind. I need it. And I'm gonna go this way. And back. And I'm gonna be. Oh, I can't be ready. One more turn. So there is no. Oh, and you can't run when you're encumbered. Right. But that's not a big deal for us. There's no guards along the way, but I'm gonna run with her. Because A, the guard's knocked out, and all the cards are down this way. And there's nothing anymore. We're perfect. Next turn, and we're gone.
Alarm level 3.
Yes.
Additional guard
And bring
patrols.
extra guards on the patrols.
Evasion recommended.
And there's other things with hacking that make the guard on the level, which when we get to, I will show you. And I don't care about the door because we're gone. And we're
Excellent work, operator. Now to sift through the data and find the juiciest targets.
Okay, so here's the mission summary. So this shows us how much we've hacked, and we've distracted a guard. We alerted 3 guards, which I shouldn't have done. And credits taken, safes looted, and then cost of us purchasing stuff, and then also if you end up killing a guard, then there's like a kind of a cleanup cost so that no one notices that you did that. And that ends up hampering the net worth, or just your worth in total. We have 1,200 credits, and we want to bring up speed and strength. Are the two main ones that you usually want to go for, but I usually like waiting a couple of turns just to see, because sometimes you can get very good items that cost like 900 credits or something like that, and or even 1,000 some credits, and they're really good items. So I usually I prioritize items over my agents, just because you have two agents, 500 plus 500 plus, like you're in the thousands of credits, and that just helps you in one movement speed, whereas item can potentially help you get out of a tricky situation. We're going to continue, and then the Incognita has different powers, and she can have more than these two. I think she can have 5 in total.
I've re-established contact with Monster. His network picked up the attack just before it hit us, and we're working to trace it back to the source. In the meantime, he's offered to sell us some of his more rarefied stock.
Greetings. I don't often perform transactions face-to-face, but Gladstone is an old friend. I'll contact you when anything becomes available.
Thank you, Monster. If we find their central server, we may be able to bring them down, or at least distract them long enough that they lose our trail. Continue scavenging operations, and I'll keep you posted as more intel develops.
Okay, so we have different missions we can do. This
is a private corporate prison. They hold high-value targets there for interrogation and deprogramming. We lost a lot of agents in the raid. Some of our people may be detained here.
This is very useful. It helps having extra agents. So we have 2 of them, and they're next to each other, so they're not going to hamper anything too bad. Anything we do is about 12 to 11 hours. We'll do this one because it gives us an extra hour. So we'll take that.
This is a private corporate prison.
There's other ones, which we'll get into as we go along.
Corporate firewall breached.
Okay, perfect. So we use international right now. I'm going to start. I probably should do that. Like all these powers. Especially when I started the game. I'm going to move this way. And the door again. That's actually what we're getting into in this room. Nice. We don't have enough points to infiltrate the room. But she does. So if we could, if I get in here, International Nautica close the door, and yes, I'm taking a bit of a risk. No one coming in through that door, but it has to be done. River Farm. I'll show you what that is in a bit. If I get to it. Sometimes you don't get to things because of the way the cards move. Alright. Guards in here. Nope. Look at that. Banks is right next to a locked door. I'm just gonna take stuff from this side. And done for now. I know no one's gonna come in. I'm gonna go this way. Oops. I'm gonna bite me in the butt later. We're gonna end. Sorry, friend. Speak up. We're gonna have International go here, and so we have another one. open this. See what's inside. This will tell us whatever it is that it's powering. This. Close the door. Over here. Be ready in case someone comes out, which I doubt, but just in case. And Banks is gonna move down here and unlock a door. And she can't peek through because she doesn't. But there's a guard, so I can't move International right now. Through there, that's not what I meant. Okay. He's gonna go back. Oh, so that tripped that. Oh, and we have so we're gonna have to let International just wait there. Banks on the door and fantastic. Lock door, which is great. That is fortunate for us. We're gonna go this way. There's also another door. We're gonna there's a camera. We're gonna hide behind here for now. Turn. Go this way. I'm gonna peek through the door. Okay. And so these pods kind of let you know that you're in the holding cell area. I'm not sure what they are, but they're unique to the holding cell area. So you know whenever you see these that holding cells are actually going to be on the other side. We're going to see if he's stationary. He is. We found step 1 of the process. Now we just need to find step 2.
Alarm level 1. Additional cameras activated. Surveillance level increased.
Actually, we will because we don't know what's in that room, and that saves us time. You know, it's and that is why it is not wise to always assume he's going to be stationary. I know that. I'm going to have to knock out someone. And I didn't see where the console is. We'll have to walk that way. And International can't move without being seen. I'm just going to turn her just in case. Another camera, which I don't think I'm going to need at this moment, but you never know. So, fortune favors the prepared, as the saying goes. We're going to switch view. Oh, I can't, because he can see. Oh, right. We're gonna start with him. There we go. I can steal stuff from him. I don't need a security card with him, especially with Banks. I'm gonna knock him out. And then this is where her ability to add 3 more helps. I'm not going to do it now because I might not need it. But if I do, I will definitely use that. International is going to move here. And I'm gonna get her to hide behind here. Because the guard's gonna come this way again. We're gonna end this turn.
Incognita has detected an agent currently logged as MIA. They would be an incredible asset if you can get them back on the team.
Alright, so because he can see into the cell, this is I'm gonna knock him out for an extra 3 turns so that I can go and knock the other guy out. This is where it helps them more than me. That I usually do, trying to see what's in other areas. Divide and conquer. I'm not gonna be able to really sneak. I'm going to just get ready to knock him out just in case. Yeah, I think that's where we need to go to exit the level. Which means we have pretty much unlocked every door except for this one that we can. She's gonna go away. And she also needs an extra turn, and that's why having that dart is helpful. We're gonna end the turn. I don't have anything else to do right now. There's another guard that goes that way. And we didn't get to the secondary server terminal. But maybe later. Maybe later. Never know. That's what I said about you don't know if you're actually going to get to something because other things take priority. But we're gonna knock him out. I'm gonna drag his. No, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna end turn.
Alarm level 2. Firewalls increased.
Which doesn't
Data
really
security enhanced.
everything in the level. And we're gonna go this way actually. I could have went this way last turn, but I don't want to make my presence known there just yet. There we go. So we are actually gonna go there and we're gonna have banks. Come over here. Unlock this. What's his ability again? Gives 1 plus armor. Oh, okay, yeah. So if he has a weapon, it gives 1 armor piercing to it. Which, again, is helpful in later levels when you have more advanced guards that actually have armor on them. He's gonna run. Oh, he's knocked out for 3. I thought he was only gonna be knocked out for 2. Well, in that case, then we definitely wanna. And I'm gonna close the door because if he ends up getting caught for whatever reason, and they end up seeing banks, then we have 2 agents compromised instead of just 1. We're gonna enter. And we're gonna go here. Wait, here's what this is all about. We can get extra programs for everyone. We can gain power. Gain 5 power plus 1 to all firewalls though. That's kind of useful in case of emergency, which I don't like, so. And this useful for later on. And basically this whole game is about preparing for later on. And we might as well get international over here. And peek. Yep. And there's the guard. And Shane. Oh, I forgot to get him to run. We got time. Thanks, will run away. Just gonna run this way, and we are going to end the turn for now. I want her to go here. She has 1 point left. And I want her to peek and see what's in here. There's a door. Interesting. She's gonna go this way. Check it out. Close the door. She's gonna close this door, and that door doesn't need to be. Oh, he's gonna close it. Never mind. Someone closes it. And we're gonna end the turn. Oh. Ooh. Walk out. And yeah, doesn't help me. We're just gonna have her wait there for everyone else to come out once we're ready to leave. And the security's not too bad right now, so we're good to waste action. Here we go. In the final stages, which is exciting. So, I'm just gonna get him to run. See, that's what happens when you... I just wanted to make sure that there was nothing of value. And there is nothing of value. I'm going to get her to run this way. And close the door behind her, though. This door is important for it to be closed. And she's going to close that door. And we're going to keep on going back. But we have searched everything in this level, so now I know for sure that this is the way out. And Shaylon might as well use his last action point. And just check. And we know that he's going to be a problem later, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move her over and open the door.
You see that?
He's going to investigate why all of a sudden the door opened. And then I'm going to get ready to pounce on him. Because we know it's going to be a problem. We need to knock him out at some point. Someone's going to knock him out.
Alarm level 3. Additional guard patrols. Evasion recommended.
Just woke up. We're gonna take stuff. And she's gonna run if she can. Ooh, that's right. I guess my little backboard just fell a bit. Let me try and fix it. Sorry guys. Sorry for having to fix this. Here we go. better. Let me just check the camera real quick. Take a quick break. No, it's not. Okay. There we go. And there. I'm just gonna bounce on my head right now. How's that? There we go. Perfect. Perfect, guys. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I'm gonna have her here, because that guard's not gonna notice her there. It's too far out of his vision. Him here, so she can pin him. He's gonna run up, and he's gonna close the back door behind him, because that's important, especially a big room like this. And we're good. We're good. End this turn. She needs one more turn to knock someone out. I'm gonna get her to run over here and knock him out. It's not gonna matter. We're gonna knock him.
What was that? Investigating.
I'm gonna have this door open.
Hey, investigating.
And he is going to run this way. We can always reverse if we need to. And he's out for 3. So we're going to go here, and we're going to end.
We're investigating the scene.
Investigating the area. What was that?
Me, as we are going to be coming right away. Get her to go here, and she is there. We go. Always get them to be in the furthest corner as possible, because sometimes you have agents that don't have enough points to run all the way back, and then they're kind of stuck. You're trying to get out really fast. International can run this way, can be good. He is gonna run this way. He's gonna close the door. He's gonna go over here and close the door, and next turn we are done this level.
Investigating. Looking around.
Nice work, Operator. We don't leave our people behind. They're much more useful under our control.
Perfect. Stream is doing well. And we're doing good. Perfect. There we go. Just testing to make sure the mic is good, and it is. We're good to continue. Now we have 3 agents, which is very useful. Oh, and then, yeah.
I've got something you might be interested in. I need a quick decision. This thing's hot.
This is useful. But the way that we have our system, we can always produce power if we need it. So I'm not really interested right now, because we can use this to further our agents. He has quite a bit of strength, so he can carry more items than anyone else right now, which is good. Upgrade everyone's speed, but I'm gonna leave that for the next mission because I'm.
Pattern analysis inconclusive. Please supply additional information and retry.
Damn it, we're running blind out here. I spent years building up our central network. We'd know exactly where to strike if we had that kind of access.
Power reserves critical. Entering standby mode.
Carry on, operator. We'll figure something out.
Just ignore that, guys. Alright. Now we can...
This is a private corporate prison.
Infiltration successful.
It's always important to have more bodies than it is anything else in this game. And the fact that we're able to have 4 agents is very good. That will set us up very well in the final mission. Let's do International first, so it'll let us know where things are. And then we're gonna have banks this way. Oops, forgot to close the door. And it looks like we have a person there. I'm gonna hide behind this bed. We're gonna have him go here, check this out. There's something there. I'm gonna have her go this way. Let's see what's going on. Oh, so that's what that is. So here's a drawer. Those aren't. Oh, and here's what the demon is. But I don't know what it is. I'm gonna like. That was it. What it? That was a demon. I didn't know what it was. Sometimes it can be beneficial. Sometimes. Most of the time they harm. But the game recognizes that sometimes you can make a mistake. Things can go that way. I am gonna get her to go this way. There's nothing over there of interest for us in that room. That's good they opened it for us. We're gonna go over here, hide. We're gonna do International now. And close this door. And she's gonna go over here and look through this door. I should have checked. Not checked. Good thing we checked. And here is Shalem. We can open the door because no one's here now. We're gonna peek inside this room. Don't see anything. Good. And I am going to hide here. Hopefully he doesn't see me, which he will, but you'll see what I mean. Because it doesn't matter if I alert him or if I knock him out, he's still gonna be alerted to my presence eventually. Oh, and here's this droid. So, this droid, what do we want to do with them? We want to go as far away from where we're going to be working as possible. Because they can be annoying, and they'll alert guards where you are, and then you're in trouble. These droids don't do anything, but there's ones that will actually kill your agents, so don't run into those. So I'm gonna peek because I know it's there.
What was that?
Oh, because that. Let's rewind. There we go. He didn't see me, but usually they can. So it's wise. That's why I said it's always wise to look, and I didn't look the previous turn. My bad. Completely and utterly my bad. Thanks. We're gonna get her to go this way. Yeah, that's good. We're gonna get her to close the door, go back here, peek through here, this way, and go back here to hide. There we go. And the turn. Let's see what happens. Mistake that guards behind that door. So let's peek behind we're gonna sneak up here. Hopefully not seen. Not guaranteed. Oh, and I have a cooldown to get rid of this demon. I don't know what that is, but this will tell us. This is a demon database, so it'll tell us exactly where all the demons are. And turn.
Stop there!
Alarm level 1. Additional cameras detected. Surveillance level increased.
And everyone again, making a couple of runs, but that's why they have reruns. So, yeah. I want to move. You can. I'm going to open the door. There's stuff here. Fabulous. Close this door. And we have lots of stuff. And what it is. Control, so that'll tell us where other things are. And I'm not going to open these yet because I don't know what they are. Just gonna be good in our favor. And international's just gonna close the door, and we are good to go for him. For them. So he's kind of stuck. You can still escape, yeah. So I'm gonna go back the other way. I know it's safe, and I can't get past there without alerting some guards yet. I'm not going to. I'm gonna end this turn and just make sure I'm hacking everything that I possibly can without incident. Right, there's that. We're gonna end it. Oh yes, and sometimes to do recapture. Our pain. We're gonna get bangs to go here because international is the more useful one. The door is, and so she needs to unlock that door. That helps us there. And here's the detention center. This is where we want to be, where the money's at. And usually, I'm just gonna wait before I do any power kind of regard. Yeah, that's probably where our exit's gonna be, judging by how the layout is and the fact that this is where we need to be. We're gonna end turn because I don't want to alert the guards just yet in case they do move. They usually don't in this room, but she's already looked.
Incognita has detected an agent currently logged as MIA. They would be an incredible asset if you can get them back on the team.
We're gonna get ready to take them out. Because we have no choice. We're gonna have her come in him. Stay there for now. I want Incognita to go that way. What he's gonna do actually is he's gonna help us. No, not because he has to get through that door. But he's just better off being where he is. Okay, let's end the turn. Sometimes, like I said, you just can't do anything with the
Alarm level 1. Additional cameras activated. Surveillance level increased.
I don't care about that camera because we're not gonna go there. Unfortunately, he hasn't come out yet, so that hampers what we can do. But I'm gonna lift her up and get her ready, and someone's gonna take him out. It doesn't matter who. That camera is what we want to have because we want to see what the guards are doing. And I might as well just do this. Yeah, no. So we're gonna end the turn.
Stop there.
Let's just rewind. Sorry guys. Did I already? Yes, I did. Alright. But I didn't want to deal with that again. So she's going to move here, and at least she's going to be closer. There. And Shannon going to go here. Gonna check. Door. Oh, he only has two points, so he can't do anything right now. We're gonna end the turn. There we go. So now we don't have any rewind, so we gotta make sure we don't make any mistakes. I forgot to do that. That's fine. Let's get through a different route. I don't care about that right now. That I will care about in the future, so let's try to power. Otherwise you can't do anything. And we're good to go. I'm gonna run. Do I need to run? No, I don't need to run. I can hack a console. Without even needing to do that, let's take stuff. I'm not gonna take the access card because I don't need it. And we're gonna do this. He's another good, powerful hacking guy. What's his power again? A local EMP blast that disables mainframe devices for 1 turn. So yeah, he's able to do something that without using power, able to hack into things, which is useful. And that is why having these agents helps. So we're going to use Incognita, not Incognita, International to move over. We're going to have him run this way. We're going to have Banks over here, pinning him down. Make sure everything is good. And he can't do anything right now. Let's just put him back here. He's not gonna be of any use to us. Enter. Enter. I did quite a lot of thinking about this. I didn't do anything. Last weekend I was getting prepared for my trip. Yes, so now we can see here and see what's up. Although I know what's happening with that guard. Ooh, he is. Oh, that's not good. Take him out when we can. Meantime, we're gonna have him go in the corner because we know that works. Because Because like I said, even though that I technically will have control over this drone next turn, he's still gonna see me and gonna alert people, so it's not good to be in his view. We're gonna run as we can, and there's no guards around. So we're gonna run this way. Might as well take the power. He is also gonna run, because that helps. He's gonna close the door just to be on the safe side. She's gonna run. And actually, I'm gonna leave the door open so that guard investigates that area. I'm leaving those vaults because I don't know what's in them, and we already have lots of money, so we're good. We're gonna end the turn. I don't want to have the issue of see what I can stand. Now I have control over it. We need to be extra cautious about that. We're gonna have him move. He can close doors, which is weird because he doesn't have any arms. He has some kind of droid body-esque thing. Close the door there. And we haven't alerted that guard to any shenanigans. Now we have Bangs. She's gonna unlock this door. She's gonna peek through it. We're gonna have to take over this. Just for the sake of time and stuff, I'm gonna take that. That's gonna be useful in the future. And we're gonna. And how do I know that?
Stop there!
What was that? Investigating.
What was that? Investigating.
Shoot.
Alarm level 2.
Make sure you
Firewalls increased. Data security enhanced.
Any way that I can be out of the way? No. So he's just gonna get shot and killed, unfortunately. But we're gonna go and try and save him. Again. So dumb. Does firewall increase it? Yeah, it did. Have him go through here. He's right next to the door, so that's going to be easier for us to get him out once we need him. That was so dumb. Mistake. And this is why international is good. Sorry about the flash, guys. And I guess it'll have to end here. Will I be able to take him out? Or will we lose him in the next round? Stay tuned for next week. That was my timer to let me know that I need to sign off. Thank you for joining us on this epic adventure.